Hello guys, looks like we got a couple of folks out there. I appreciate you showing up for this. See if I'm actually streaming here. Yep, I think we're good. So I wanted to do this because I had so many audio problems on Friday and I didn't mute myself. There we go. So if you're out there, it's one of those things where what if you throw a party and nobody shows up? I just went, hey, Vid Mays and Everett Young, how you doing, guys? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good morning. And I appreciate you dropping in. This is not going to be a very long stream. I'm only going to stay on for 15 minutes or so. You don't hear the aircraft carrier. Well, that's good news. I'll tell you how I fixed it, which is very frustrating. Dave Tuttle, good morning, sir. Good to see you. Fantastic. Earl of Pipes, thank you. Good to see you. That's great. I don't know what the problem was. I came down here last night and played with it for a bit, and I couldn't replicate it. So I've got essentially the same conditions that I had on Friday, and I've got, I'm actually rendering a video in the background, so the laptop fan is really loud right now. And the audio seems to be working, so I don't understand. I'm baffled. Hillbilly Piper, hello there, and Humdrum, how you guys doing? Good to see you. Good morning to you. So, like I said, I'm probably only going to stay on for a short time. This was obviously unplanned, but I figured it would be a nice opportunity to chat with a few guys and see if I don't have the, what did my friend Nick describe it as? A jet fighter plane, no, a jet plane fighting with an electric razor. So it does not sound like that, I'm glad. I am just finishing up a bowl of Haunted Bookshop that I had in this Europe while I was recording my previous video. A lot of Kia Piper, hello. Made some Bold Pirate, H&H Bold Kentucky Pirate Cake, 60/40. Hey, that sounds pretty good. You see that, Everett? You can blend the Bold Kentucky. Thank you, Humdrum. I appreciate it. Thank you, Hillbilly Piper. Dude Rustica, how you doing, Steve? No India 500. Fantastic. Well, hopefully we can replicate this on Friday. Everett's just finishing up a bowl of Carter Hall, or just finished a bowl of Carter Hall. Battle Creek Piper, good morning. Fresh snow on the ground. Yeah, I think the snow is slowly moving in this direction. Although we're having another day in the 40s here. Our winter so far has been mild and wet. I'm going to have to empty this and repack. Excuse me for just a minute. Duke 416B, thank you, sir. I appreciate you you checking in on that. So, what do you guys want to talk about? All I wanted to do was test the audio, but I'll stick around for a bit and chat if you guys have anything to chat about. You're having a very mild winter as well. Yep. Oh, and Steve just started his shift at work. Well, Steve, have a great great day there. Yeah, VidMaze, I don't know. The weird thing is that, so I'm gonna get a little technical here if anybody cares. So I'm using a camera right now. It's a Canon Vixia. It's got a microphone plugged into it. That all goes through a device called the Camlink that converts the HDMI signal into something that a USB port can understand. And then that streams into a piece of software called OBS. And that's where I can kind of put things together and play sounds and all that kind of stuff, you know, the intros and all that. And then that all streams to YouTube. Now in OBS, there are audio filters, and that's what I use to get rid of the fan noise. Because if I don't have those on, it's really quite loud. For some reason, those filters just weren't working, and you know, such is life. Mr. Scripto, hello, my friend. Thank you, thank you. Thomas Callaheim, hey, good to see you, Thomas. Little Fat Morgan, hey, Todd. Recovering Know-It-All, good morning. I'm just testing the audio, Recovering Know-It-All. My thoughts on the Peterson Deluxe. I don't have any Latakia Piper, I'm sorry. Oh, Dave Tuttle, I'm glad it was helpful. Good luck with that. All right, Steve, you do get back to work. So Peterson Deluxe, is that a pipe? I'm sorry, I'm actually quite ignorant of this. Is it a pipe or is it a blend? And obviously I don't have thoughts on it because I don't even know what it is. Anyone else have thoughts on Peterson Deluxe? Yes, Everett, it's my fault. Yeah, Night Piper, I guess so, but I'm stuck with that. You know, if I don't do that, I have to keep the microphone close to the computer because I have to be able to read the comments. And there's going to be fan noise because streaming actually is taking a lot of effort from the computer, so it's just the fan's gonna come on. But yeah, they are a pain, no question. Effort hitting the hard stuff. So Thomas, if you're still out there, it's really good to see you, buddy. What time is it there? Got some black 8 o'clock coffee. Still using my Wile E. Coyote tamper. Ah, RKIA's having a weed ram. Nate B25, hello there, buddy. Good to see you. So if anyone out there is knowledgeable about audio filters and Night Piper, it sounds like you might know something about that. Is there an alternative? Because I've been thinking I have to get a soundboard. That's my next position for YouTube stuff, and I want that to more easily, you know, pipe in the phone calls from the guests and possibly incorporate Zoom a bit more easy. Boy, if you saw what I did for that Halloween Zoom thing, you'd laugh at me. I had so many cables and stuff. So if anyone knows, like, are there audio boards that have built-in hardware filters that I could use for this? Early morning pipe and a custom built with some Starbucks coffee. Very nice, Night Piper. Little Rob Atudian J14 is a great smoker. Rob makes some good pipes. So I've got video rendering right now about the it's about the dangers of saying things like this this pipe's a great smoker. Not really, but I think you'll find it interesting. That'll go up. I'll post it after this stream ends. I was struck by a video. I don't want to repeat what I said in this video, but I was struck by a video that OBX Piper put up about pretentiousness in pipe smoking, and I thought that was something worth talking about. So hopefully I did a reasonable job with it. Battle Creek Piper wants to know what you can mix with Haunted Bookshop to tone it down so it's not so cigarette-y. I don't find it to be cigarette-y. I've mixed things with it. I really like the Bold Kentucky, not H&H, Amphora Bold Kentucky 50/50 with Haunted Bookshop. That was a really good smoke. Roadcaster Pro is not cheap, but it's a game changer. Thanks, Artie. Is that a piece of hardware or is that software? Yeah, Night Piper, I'm even stranger. I use Linux. BR Sides, good morning. Oh, by the way, good to see you, Artie. Smoking BR Sides is having some Brighton and a Bent Castillo. Very nice. Thank you, Todd. God bless you too, my friend. Oh, Choita, how you doing, buddy? Medco controlled. I've had that happen. It's funny, but when you're dealing with factory pipes, mistakes happen. They should have better quality control than that, though. Dave Tuttle, Old Joe Krantz has a bit of a cigar feel. Interesting. Let's see if I got this pipe here. No, I don't. You guys have seen me smoke this little Crown Achievement billiard. It's a little light billiard with a saddle stem on it. I got that back years and years ago when Crown Achievement was relaunched. Lane did a special smoking pipes, I think, where you could get a free pipe if you bought a pound of Crown Achievement. I did that, and the pipe came, and it wasn't drilled. Everything it looked normal, but you couldn't draw through it because the airway wasn't drilled. And they made it right. I sent it back. They sent me a new one. So it's a hardware fix, Artie. Well, that's what I'm looking for. It's a Bluetooth for a phone link and mic inputs. Okay, I will look into that. I know it's not going to be cheap. I know that the audio board is going to be a significant cost, but I really want to. Yeah, I want to make this work. I want the guests to sound clear when I have them on Fridays and all that. So I'm willing to make the investment. Okay, I'll do some research on that, Artie. Thank you. Thank you, Night Piper. Today it's working. When it works great. Portsmouth Piper, good morning. Good to see you. Humdrum's having some black. Oh, he's saying Black Cavendish can smooth out burley forward blends. Yeah, that's true. I think there's already some Black Cavendish in Haunted Bookshop. I could be wrong about that, but I think there is. But yeah, adding some more would help. Covering know-it-all. I've talked about this so many times. Hey, Justin Aldrich, how you doing, buddy? And JRDC, good to see you. I used to smoke a lot of Kia blends all the time, and the one that I really loved was Lane's Number 10 Downing Street. So when they relaunched Crown Achievement, I thought maybe this will be something like it. It wasn't. It wasn't anything like it, and it was okay. As a lot of Kia blend, I liked it, and it's got some Perique in it, which is nice. Um, so I smoked some of it, and I wound up jarring most of that pound up. And just a couple weeks ago, I opened up a jar to share with my friend Jack Kurtz, and I have to say I enjoyed it. It was a lot better, but that was with like 6 years of age on it. Nate B25, you have a good day too. Thanks for stopping in. I'm wrong about that, Everett. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if there was Black Cavendish there. Okay, but adding some would certainly potentially help smooth it out. Mark in Rhode Island. Hello, Mark. Dave Tuttle, thanks for stopping in. You stay warm and stay safe as well. Have a great Sunday. Oh, Choita, that's a great point. And I know Everett Young has smoked quite a bit of Pegasus and Haunted Bookshop, so he might be able to weigh in on whether that's a smoother or less cigarette-y alternative. There we go. Yeah, Pegasus is one of those ones. I like it, but I haven't smoked a lot of it. Like I was saying in my 5 blends video, once you find the blend you really like, and for me it's Haunted Bookshop, smoking anything else is just a distraction. Constellation. That's a Cornell and Deal light English, if I'm not mistaken, Mark. I think Constellation, if I'm thinking of the right blend, I think that might be one of the blends that Craig Tarler recommended to me when I spoke to him many years ago. And Haunted Bookshop was one of the others, and then there was a total of 5. So there were 3 others that I don't remember, but I think Constellation was the one that he recommended based on my love of Number 10 Downing Street. Yeah, Justin, aged Haunted Bookshop is really, I'm sorry, aged Crown Achievement is really something special. Dot 777. Good morning. Good to see you. Yeah, I don't get the cigarette taste either, Everett, so I can't really comment on it. Lone Star Piper, you think Constellation is like pirate cake? I didn't think it had that much a lot of key in it, but it's been quite a while since I've had any. It is a lot of Kia blend for sure, but it's got some similarities to Star of the East in terms of its sort of smoothness, and it doesn't have a lot of that. If I'm remembering it right, it doesn't have that sharp, sour, a lot of Kia flavor. Mr. Scripto, you used to roll 5, bro. Yeah, I've heard quite a few people say that. Boy, do I have some 5 brothers. I got a box in from a customer. I'm not going to name him because I don't know if he wants to be named, but occasionally people will send me a pipe and they'll send some tobacco. I don't like it necessarily because it makes me feel bad, because I'm charging you to fix your pipe. But it's a nice gesture, and I appreciate that. And and sometimes it's quite a large amount of tobacco. Like I had somebody send me an entire tub of car sugar barrel, which was amazing, and I really appreciated it. I got this box and I thought, wow, this box is awfully heavy for one pipe. It was packed with tobacco. I can't. It was, I think, 5 pouches of Five Brothers, 4 pouches of um, oh, what the heck's? You know what? I'll get it and show you. So that's Five Brothers, 4 St. Bruno, and 2 of these 50-gram Black Irish twists. I mean, there was barely enough room in the box to fit the pipe. And, you know, I'm very grateful, and I really appreciate that folks think of me like that, but what the heck am I going to do now? You know, and the pipe work is honestly not enough, like, for me to say I'll do the pipe now without charging you. It doesn't equal the value because it wouldn't have been that expensive. So it kind of puts me in a bad spot. But I love the guy for doing it. Yeah, it was set up good, Everett. Battle Creek Piper, not much cigarette-y, just strong and makes your head spin. Well, the other thing that I cut a lot of stuff with is Carter Hall, and you know that really can fix a lot of blends for me. Daniel Tobias, how you doing, buddy? Piper Simon, good afternoon. Solani 131 and Peterson Dublin pipe, very nice. Joe RDZ, Haunted Bookshop or Old Joe Krantz, would you change to Old Joe for a daily smoke? I would not. I like Old Joe Krantz. I just like Haunted Bookshop more. Old Joe Krantz is more Virginia forward. Yeah, St. Bruno. Yeah, it is special. Oh, lambing. It's tough work, Daniel. I know a little bit about that. Very, very little. I just know that it's a lot of work. Why do I like Haunted Bookshop more? Because I like Burley. Boris the Piper. Oh, thank you, my friend. I'm really sorry about Friday. I know it was very difficult for a lot of folks, and I hope I've got it fixed now. Recovering know-it-all, no problem. Great to see you. Have a great Sunday. Daniel, just send me an email and I'll explain how the waiting list works. You, you'll get a number. Stephen Skip Kane, good morning. Good to see you. Any Latakia Burley blends? Is that what you're asking, Justin? I guess the one that I would recommend if somebody really wanted it would be, what is it, Big and Burley? But I don't like it because I don't like the Latakia. Night Piper, a lot of old pipes were marked Algerian briar. It could be anything, you know, it could be a known maker that, you know, the marking has been worn away, or it could just be a shop pipe, you know, not a shop pipe, store, you know, tobacconist would have pipes made for them, or it could just be a basket pipe. But Algerian briar is kind of a generic stamping. Yeah, Justin, I know what you mean. those Latakia bomb blends never interested me. But if you like Latakia, the right amount, And Justin, have you smoked many of the Greg P's blends, the GLP blends? Because I find a lot of Latakia blends these days are just, there's too much of it. But he's always been very good at balancing it with Orientals and things like that. Creek Piper Skip, hello there. Good morning. This is for guys that are just joining. This is just a short little test, and I'll probably, I don't know, maybe I'll go to 10:30. I just wanted to check the audio. I wasn't really planning on this being more than about 15 minutes, but a lot of folks showed up, so might as well keep it going. Yep, I understand that, Justin. Definitely look into the GLP blends, but keep in mind I'm recommending that based on what I know, not based on what I've smoked, because I'm not a big Latakia smoker. Although I have had a few of GLP. Maltese Falcon is one of his. And I know I've had one or two other of his Latakia blends. All right, let's do one more bowl. Actually, should we mix it up and have something other than Haunted Bookshop? Can we find something other than Haunted Bookshop? But we do some Bayou Morning Flake. Justin needs plum pudding in his life. Quiet Nights, there you go. Night Piper, that's a good one. And a lot of people talk about Gaslight. I don't know that blend, but I know it's popular, and I think it might be an English. And of course, the Spark Plug came out recently, within the past 2 years or so, and that's gotten a lot of good press. No, Battle Creek Piper, I have not seen that. So Savinelli worked with them and made a limited edition Bing's Favorite for the Country Squire. That's interesting. Yes, Codger Jim, I did. I think. Good to see you, Jim. Oh, is that so, Night Piper? Saying you don't want to smoke some spark plug on an empty stomach. Yeah, Skip, I can't say about Quiet Nights, but I will say Maltese Falcon is one of the few, like I probably have a list of about 3 Latakia blends, maybe more than that, but 3 or 4 Latakia blends that I can smoke occasionally, and Maltese Falcon is one. It just got really good flavor. I really enjoy that, and what I like most about it is it's smooth, that you don't get that sharpness or the sourness that you get from a lot of keys. Um, just for completeness, the other two are Star of the East, which is a Cornell and Deal blend. I guess that's more of a Balkan. I think it's got a fair amount of Orientals in it as well. And the third one is a Russolette blend called Larry's Blend, which is again a very similar to Maltese Falcon in a sense. It's not the same, but it's smooth. It's not. It doesn't have that sharpness, but it's got more of that sort of leathery, smoky leathery stuff, and that's what I enjoyed back when I was smoking the lot blends. Yeah, the only thing I don't like about the GLP blends, I see Mark and Everett going back and forth about them. They're not available in bulk, and I just I've gotten to the point where if it's not available in bulk, I really don't smoke it. Occasional things like this is not available in bulk. The Bayou Morning Flake, but the Bayou Morning is. Or something new comes out, I'll try that. But in terms of having something in my rotation, ordering it regularly, if it's not bulk, I'm not gonna regularly order it. Oh, that's really cool, Battle Creek Piper. I'll have to look into it. The Country Squire, Bing's favorite. Night Piper, I don't know if Quiet Nights would be a Balkan. If it's got my understanding, and I think nobody really has a good definition of this, but I think Balkan are so English is going to be Virginia, a lot of Kia, maybe a little bit of barley. Balkan will add in Orientals. I think that's right. But boy, this is tune into Mike's random live stream where he talks about tobaccos he knows nothing about. Weather Piper, good morning. Sparkplug is great and Gaslight is wonderful also. Very good. Jeff Burke, good morning there, my friend. Thank you, Weather Piper. I'm really happy the audio's worked out. That was quite a terrible Friday stream, and I apologize for it, but the show must go on, as they say. Well, Steph, that's because you are um, people that have other interests, and that's a good thing. I can't remember the last time I saw a movie, and most of the music I enjoy was made long before I was born. Although I bought a CD. Do people still buy CDs? Um, this I so I bought a Bob Dylan CD the other day. Way back in the '90s when I was more into what the kids were listening to. Bob Dylan put out a new album called "Good as I've Been to You," and I bought it. I actually saw him live. He was doing one of his many retirement tours, and this was going to be his last album. And I love it. It's a lot of old folk songs, some new songs, but in that old folk style. Uh, just a really good album. And I had it on cassette tape. That's how long ago this was. And the other day I wanted to hear some of the songs, and I don't have a cassette player anymore. I don't think I do. No, I don't. Sorry, I'm looking at where the radio is over there. And I thought, well, I'll just get it digitally. And I went to Amazon, and you can get it. But this is the most bizarre thing. If you want to just get the digital album, it's $9.95, I think. Nine some. It was like $10. If you want the CD, it's $6, free Prime shipping, and you get the digital version for free. So you actually pay less to get more stuff. I don't understand that, but I bought it. Desert Pine Piper, how you doing, Jim? Let the party begin indeed. Thanks, Weather Piper. I appreciate that. Yeah, live is a different kettle of fish altogether. For example, I just realized I've got a problem that I have to fix right now. This will be interesting. You probably saw me do this when I was talking to Jeremy Reeves. I panicked a bit. It'd be interesting to see if that sends the audio to hell. I got a plug over there that I plug the computer into usually, but I turn off the furnace when I'm doing these live streams, and I got to turn it back on soon because my wife will be angry. Um, and it turns out that that plug is turned off when I turn off the furnace. It's all on the same switch. So I was doing the stream with Jeremy, and I looked up and realized that I had like 1 minute of battery life left, and realized I was plugged in over there, and I had to take the plug out and plug it in over there. This was 15 minutes. We're gonna end this at 10:30, so would have been fine, but. Mr. Scripto, I would try anything that Dude Rustico recommends as well, but be careful. He recommends against things he likes. Night Piper, thanks for joining us. Really enjoyed seeing you. PVD, good morning. Hope you have an amazing Sunday too. Oh, Jeff, that's a deal. Dude Rustica, I was just talking about you and your your love of certain tobaccos, and you pop back in. That is funny. I think you were listening in the background and just decided to jump in. Otherwise, that's a remarkable coincidence. Before you get too nervous, Steve, it was good stuff we were talking about. We were talking about how you should trust blends that you recommend. Ears were ringing. How did that happen, Everett? That Steve watched you smoke 4 bowls of Haunted Bookshop back to back. Did you have like a 10-minute video chat? Everett smokes a lot. All right, Desert Pine Piper. You have a great Sunday, Jim. Enjoy your breakfast. And we are going to wind this up in just about 5 minutes. I appreciate you folks taking some time out of your Sunday morning to help me check out the audio here, and I'm really glad it's better. Hopefully, it will be better on Friday. I started to say, Everett Young had mentioned earlier that, all right, Steph, you have an awesome Sunday too. Thanks for stopping in. Everett mentioned that he finds it odd that people are asking him for tobacco advice, and I feel the same way. It's I know the small world of tobacco that I know, but I don't know, and of course I never know what you're gonna like, and that's kind of what Sunday evening. You mean, Mike? I don't know, Daniel. Maybe I did. Uh, would have been more than 4 bowls. Yeah, so this idea of giving tobacco advice to people when you don't really know them and you don't really know what they're gonna like, it's kind of what I talked about in the Sunday video that I'll be uploading after this, and I hope it came across right, because I was being intentionally a little bit provocative, and I hope I don't get anybody mad. Audio's a bit low for Lone Star Piper. Pipes, etc. Good morning, Jeff. How you doing? Oh, it's evening there, Daniel. I get you. I can't do the time zone thing in my head. I'll never get that straight. The public is used to people on screens being experts. You're right, Timber Drifter. What is the best way to really rehydrate a flake? Jeff, I'll tell you what I do for rehydration, and people will scream that this is the wrong way to do it, but it's what's worked for me for a really long time, especially when it's just a couple of bowls of something, not something you're going to be putting in your cellar for 5 years, but you just want to smoke it. I just take a paper towel, fold it up until it's, a little square. I put tap water on it, get it completely saturated, wring it out, and it's damp, but it's not dripping wet, and I just put that in the jar and seal it up, and within 24 hours I can smoke the tobacco. People will say you got to use distilled water, you can't let the thing touch the tobacco and all that. It works. That's what I do. I'm sure you can find other ways to do it that you might be more happy with, but that works for me. Glad to hear all is well there, Pipes, etc. JMZ56, good morning. We are actually going to wrap this up in just a few minutes, but I do appreciate everybody showing up today. And I'm sorry the audio is a bit low, Lone Star Piper, but I'll see if there's anything I can do to boost it. Actually, if I can see this mic setting. So that has a bit of a boost in the audio. Let me know how that sounds. Have a great day, Mr. Scripto. Thanks for stopping in. Chico the Ginger, good morning. And Piper on the 45, good to see you. Yeah, Jeff, it's the simplest way. Yes, Pipes, etc. There will be a new video going up today. As soon as that. Oh, this is better. Okay, good. Well, and there's not additional noise. That's what I'm most worried about. Okay, good. I avoided this setting because earlier when I used it, the noise was too high. Thank you, Jeremy. We like lively audio. Okay, well, we'll use this setting then from now on. It's a balance between, you want to have enough gain so that people can hear you, but at the same time, that's going to increase the sensitivity to the computer fan and all of that. So you got to filter that out so your filters get higher, and then your voice starts to clip. So I've noticed when I make videos, sometimes there are words that just drop out because my voice drops, which is good. So VidMaze is saying there is extra noise now. Pipes, etc. is saying it's great with no distortion. You know, I think a lot of this also depends on how you're listening. Oh, you can hear it faintly. Okay. Yeah, earphones, if you're listening, so phone audio is actually very different than like a laptop because you wind up turning up the volume a lot higher when you're listening through a phone. Hey, Kathy, good to see you. Yeah, it's 10:30, so I'm gonna actually be stopping this momentarily. Uh, but since Kathy showed up, Kathy, are you guys doing your live today? Kathy and Steve, Kilted Piper Steve, do a live stream at noon on Sunday, noon Central Time, 1 p.m. Eastern. Uh, so let me know if you're doing that, and I will try to be there, Kathy. And I recommend anybody else. Another fun part of me. Yep. All right, Everett. Thanks for joining us. All right, Steve. We're shutting down anyway. You have a great day. Thanks, Timber Drifter. All right, great. Thank you, Kathy. And they are having their live stream today, guys. So if you got the time, 12 Central, 1 Eastern, and whatever that is on the West Coast, uh, check out Kilted Piper Steve's channel, and I'll see you there. All right, Jeff. You have a great day. I'm gonna shut this down now, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I've really enjoyed chatting with you, and I appreciate your input on the audio. Thanks for helping me get this worked out. Y'all have a great Sunday, and we'll chat again soon.